welcome back to it, your feel-good show, Expresso, the midday edition. We're live on SABC3. Thank you very much for joining us as we get into our brunch. Now, no method is certainly methodical when it comes to his beats. And of course, over lockdown, he's had some really incredible amount of time to finesse his methods in the kitchen as well. Yes, apparently he loves to cook for Matthew, and he's going to be sharing how he has developed his cooking skills by whipping up some chicken fajitas. I said fajitas earlier, but it's like mojito.
You can call it anything you want to call it.
You can call it whatever you want to
call it. Anything.
And his buddy Matthew O'Connell is joining, as No Method, of course, loves to cook, loves to flex in the kitchen. And when they take a break from their recording studio sessions, it sounds like they spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Gents, I've got you in the kitchen now. Sam,
yes,
otherwise known as No Method. Let's start here. What's a fajita?
Okay, so fajita is chicken. It's just Mexican chicken with some bell peppers.
Yeah.
And you can eat it with cheese.
Yeah.
Mexican rice, the red rice.
Yeah.
And you can eat it however you want. You can eat it just the chicken itself. You can eat it in a wrap.
Yeah.
And yeah.
How amazing is it that you put on that apron and you took off your sunglasses and you literally transformed from, I mean, something out of the MTV straight into like your own restaurant. You look like a restaurant owner.
I genuinely enjoy cooking. I love cooking.
Fantastic.
No method.
Matthew, do you enjoy his food?
I do actually. Actually, now I can actually see that he's cooking it, because when I arrive, the food's made. So I'm like, did you order this or?
This is good.
So now I can actually see what's going on.
This is the team to join. Okay, so you were saying to me now, Sam, that you make the best chicken fajita.
And I stand by that, by the way, everyone. I stand by that.
Everybody is watching, and you've got all of these witnesses that are checking this.
The whole of South Africa is watching now.
Yes, and so you cannot lie. And I'm here to taste. So let's get on with it. What are you doing? What are your ingredients?
Okay.
How do you bring it to life?
So first, you need 7 spices.
Okay, 7?
7.
Yo, you must travel the whole world.
No. So you need chili powder.
Okay.
Garlic powder.
Okay.
Cumin.
All right.
Paprika. Oregano. Black pepper and salt.
Okay, cool. But don't lie, because now I know that Matthew had a little scuffed knee.
Yeah, I had a little.
You brought something. You were like, hey, your secret spice, your secret spice.
Did you write it down?
Did you bring a secret spice?
Oh, here we go.
It's somewhere there. So you're talking about the 7 spices, but you're forgetting to mention you brought your own little. What is it?
It's the same.
Oh, it's the same. You just mix it.
It's the same. Yeah. So that's why we're gonna start from here.
And you go everywhere with it.
When I cook, not everywhere. When I cook,
Let's get cooking. Okay. Let's get cooking.
Basically, people usually marinate the chicken, but I put it in the pan and then. So let's add some chili powder.
And the oil must be very hot.
Garlic.
Yeah. What must the temperature of it oil be?
It's like.
Huh? Is it up to you?
It's just.
Depends on the person.
Yeah, it must just not.
It mustn't burn.
It mustn't burn.
Okay, great. Well, listen, if you want this recipe and you want the list of ingredients and how to bring Sam's chicken fajitas to life, go onto our site. It's expressoshow.com. We've got this recipe with all of the ingredients there. And don't worry about the secret magic spice. Sam does claim that all these spices that he's already sort of pointed at here are the right ones he's got in there.
You smell this?
Already the aromas, I must say, are popping. They're popping.
And also, his cooking is really good, but he also bakes. Okay. So we'll be in studio.
Who needs a mom? Honestly, who needs a mother?
We'll be in studio, right?
Yeah.
Literally be in studio, and then we'll be in this deep songwriting session.
Yeah.
And then he stops everything, and he's like, bro, did I make you a nice red velvet cake right now? And I'm like...
On the spot.
Cupcake.
Okay, first of all, Matthew, I'm surprised that you're able to get any music made if you're constantly being fed like a cow that's about to be slaughtered in the way that Sam does, because he's clearly always just feeding you. But you must love it.
I love it. And, sometimes you're lucky enough you can take a 4-course meal home, because, he gives you the last meal, you can go home. But the thing is, what I've learned is if he has to make something, he literally focuses for like 3 weeks, right? And if he has to make like a cupcake, he will watch tutorials for 3 weeks. And then... Straight.
This is insane. Okay, but let's talk about your music making process, because it sounds like the way that you guys work is completely different to any other artist we've ever had on the show. Nobody else cooks for the other person here that we've ever had here. How do you make music? What is the process of making music?
I think... Do you want to say this?
Yeah, good food and good music, they always go together, you know what I mean?
There we go. There we go.
As long as you are actually fed well, like he does, he provides us, I think the creative juices can flow, right?
This is the 4th Industrial Revolution stance on making music. Find a music mate that actually cooks for you as well. So what are we getting in the pan next?
So it's the chicken. We do the chicken first, and then we remove the chicken in a plate, and then we add the bell peppers and the onion. without removing the oil. So you kind of...
Okay, so you keep the oil there.
You kind of let the oil...
Soak in there.
Yeah, soak in
but
there.
Sam, because you cook so well, I imagine it's because you are so well-traveled. You've been all over the world.
I think I always tell people traveling is great for knowledge. It's for...
Tell me about Vegas.
Oh, that's my favorite place, actually.
Yeah, Monaco. I mean, I heard about that little trip that you...
Yeah, but Vegas is my favorite place.
Yeah?
Vegas is the best place on earth. And the food is great.
Ah, sweet.
But it's very fattening. I think they eat very fattening food.
He makes the bread. Is it from Vegas? No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You got, it's called an egg sandwich, right? What do you make?
So there is a restaurant called Egg Slut, which is very, very popular in the States. And it's basically an egg, but it tastes nothing like an egg. You taste everything but the egg, but it tastes phenomenal.
Okay, so when do the other spices go into this mix?
When the other spices... No, you're done with the spices. So what you do is now we're going to remove the chicken and add the bell peppers and the onions.
Without the chicken in?
Without the chicken in, because we don't want to overcook the chicken.
Okay, all right. Yes, that's the thing, I suppose, about a wrap is you don't want your chicken hard. You want it still nice and soft. And it's good that you kept it with the oil in there so that it can soak all of that up and retain its moisture.
There's a lot of juice in here.
Yeah, it looks very, very juicy. You know what? This man is on a mission to prove to South Africa that he really does make the best chicken fajitas.
And I stand by it. Now we add the onions.
Onions going in there.
Then we add the bell peppers. It's always nice to have 3 different colors of bell peppers, just to...
Yeah.
And then you just let it cook.
Does Chucky always find himself nibbling and stealing the food before it's been plated out while you're busy cooking? Or is he pretty well behaved in the kitchen?
Actually, the other day I think I made pizza and then I said, and he wanted to add something, so I said, Matthew, eat it the way it is. I said, Matthew, eat it the way it is, because I believe if food gets served, you must eat it the way it's served.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You mustn't add a lot of
other things onto it. No layers necessary. I told you.
And you can't even add any hot sauce. If there's hot sauce on the side, he does not
Basically, he slaps your wrist.
Yeah, basically.
And
I literally do.
Does he slap your wrist, man? I mean, you can say to me. You can tell me. Say nothing if he does. Say nothing now.
Sometimes.
No, really, he has a lot of passion when it comes to cooking. So when you actually can't tell him anything else other than what he thinks is.
Let's start assembling these wraps.
Okay.
Let's start with that.
So,
and then Matthew maybe can do some
I'll bring the chicken.
Sure. So we can use this chicken now.
Yeah, you can use. So this is what it would come out looking like.
This is exactly what it would
look at your vegetables. They look so
we take some sour cream.
So good. Some sour cream
and then.
I mean, look at the finesse. Look at the way in which you do this. Even just applying that is just like, I told you, you take off the sunglasses, you put on an apron, you're a different man altogether. And I didn't lie. Okay, let's go. So we're going to throw on the chicken after we've put on the cream.
Just put the chicken. And then you can put all the chicken. And then
nice. Some cheese on there.
Put some cheese on top.
Fantastic. I love that. If you want this recipe, go on our website. It's expressoshow.com. We've got the recipe with all of the ingredients on there. You can't get it wrong. And listen, if anybody asks you, say that you saw this on Expresso. The guy that makes the best chicken fajitas in the world made the recipe or came up with the recipe. And this is what it's like when you cut it up. Here it is. Can we taste?
Yeah, man. I would love to taste.
You can taste. Matthew, grab one. I'm going to grab one and I'll tell you what I think of this.
Here we go.
Is it the best chicken fajita I've ever had?
Beautiful, man.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to hit my corner.
It is.
It's better than
Yes, it is. Literally, this is really, really fantastic. This is really awesome. I'm going to be finding out next what else No Method has been getting up to during lockdown while we eat this. We'll see you after this.